It's the truth that in love and war, worlds collide and hearts get broken. I wanna live like I know I'm dying. Take up my cross, not be afraid. Is it true what they say? The words are weapons, and if it is, then everybody best stop stepping. Cause I got 10 in my pocket that'll bend you, lock it. I'm tired of all of these rockers saying, come with me. Wait, it's just about to break. It's more than I can take. Everything's about to change. I feel it in my veins. It's not going away. Everything's about to change. Creeps in like a thief in the night, without a sign, without a warning. We are ready and prepared to fight. Raise up your swords, don't be afraid. Is it true what they say? The words are weapons, and if it is, then everybody best stop stepping. Cause I got 10 in my pocket that'll bend you, lock it. I'm tired of all of these rockers saying, come with me. Wait, it's just about to break. It's more than I can take. Everything's about to change. I feel it in my veins. It's not going away. Everything's about to change. There's a war going on inside of me. To not be afraid. There's a war going on inside of me.
Quarter here. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Sam Buckman.
Beaten down the outside, give the win to Patrick Spangler. He
Four, not enough. Jack Hit gets the win here in Eldora tonight.
Mackey trying to counter, won't get there. Dino wins to the 358.
flag waves, give it to the Samaconda, Sam Buckman.
Trevor Garou got the flag in sight, and he will get the victory here.
Door shut, final time off of 4. Christensen takes the checkered flag.
And it's a close race. It's going to be Shreves getting the win with Grammy.
Final time through 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves, give it to Gavin Chatham. Light some fireworks for the 007. Brockman brings home the win. The Iceman brings home the win. Give it to Chad Griggs.
Yo, 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 tune in, don't miss Shaggy TV, hit 'em with the twist. Gang on deck, let's pick up the pace. Remote in hand, it's a cartoon race. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Flip the channel, hit the screen. Velma's got the clues, keep it clean. Fred in the whip, Daphne looking mean. Shaggy on the snacks, munching every scene. Zoinks, got ghosts in the room. Monsters lurk, smell the cartoon fumes. Fog thicker than my uncle's perfume. Solve it quick, then straight to the tune. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Spooky vibes with the laugh on top. Masked villains, every case non-stop. Trapdoor falls, but the plan don't flop. Cue the laugh track, tick tock, tick tock.
We are live for a little bit of Thursday Night Thunder. I'm Zach Chapman with Shaggy TV. And I always want to say, Pennsylvania. Obviously, I'm up here from PA. My favorite racetracks, Williams Grove, Lincoln, BAPS, the BAPS Motor Speedway, obviously. That's where I work. Place puts on some pretty dang good racing. If you haven't been there, you need to get there. But dirt track racing, PA, that's where you come if you really want to play. But, man, this is maybe the mecca of racing as a whole, man. Charlotte, North Carolina. You want it all, you come here to get it. over, where are we looking? So to the right now, you got the drag strip. Across the highway to the left, you got the Charlotte Motor Speedway. I mean, you got everything here within a half a mile. So if you want to experience it, this is where you come to do it. I mean, they have something for everyone if you're into racing down here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we're here for your Hawks Garage 358 Modifieds. This is going to be a good one tonight. We got a full field, 27 drivers, so we will indeed have a B main. Let's hop over to the other room. No, let's hop right back. Only one driver out on the racetrack. Let's see if we can see anybody in room 2. Nope. Oh, we're not having any luck. It's quiet out there. A lot of guys. No, only one over here too, Brian Dickens. So the guys are kind of chilling out here. Not a lot of guys on the racetrack at this moment. But hey, man, we'll take what we can get. We're gonna have a full field. We'll have 3 heat races of 9 apiece here in just a matter of moments after we go qualifying. But let's hop down here. Oh, speak of the devil, there goes the checkered flag. We're going to go play sooner rather than later. Here, Chad Lackey at the top of the boards. Barry Wallace, Brett Wizlowski, your top 3. Brian Moore Sr. and William Watson, your top 5. So, could be an interesting field after we go qualifying. Let's see who's going to be that first driver out on the racetrack. A bunch of guys get in the car at the same time. Let's see who the first one is actually out on the racetrack. I believe it's Chad Lackey in that 6 machine, looking to pick it up here on the opening lap, set the bar, but how high can he set that bar? We'll have to see. Chad Lackey crosses the stripe, lap number 1 underway. Gonna roll around the middle of the racetrack here through 1 and 2, goes right back there through 3 and 4. Now, I see purple. I mean, that's pretty dang good. So maybe this is the line. Maybe that's where you want to be. Doesn't have purple sector 2, but that's going to be P1 for Chad Lackey with a 15.619. Let's show you their best time here. Anthony Morano jumps up to P2 in that 32 machine with a 15.644. The only other guy in the 6s. Can the Ant-Man find it? Nope, he jumps the curve there through 3 and 4. I don't think we're going to see an improvement on this lap. We indeed don't. But Randall Dixon, you see that purple down there? Oh, he slows down through sector 2, but it's enough to jump him up to P2. He gets out of that John Deere green machine, gets a little more white on it this week, and it's a P2 effort. Jeff Barker, P6, the Wild Child. Coming home P9 there. He's going to wrap it up. He puts his 2 laps in. Let's see what Sammy B is going to do in this 007 machine. Bachman crosses the stripe, and oh, that was his out lap. So that doesn't even count. Here, this is going to be the first lap for Sammy. He goes a little lower than the rest of those guys. Let's see what it does. Green. What's it mean for the 007? P7. For Sammy B, and that's going to be it. He's only going to get that 1 lap in. It's Chad Lackey, sets the first bar, and man, he gets P1. That's not easy to go out there and shoot the opening salvo and get it to stick the whole length of the 3-minute qualifying session. He'll hang his hat on that. He'll hang it pretty high. It's a good run there. The 66 of Chad Lackey. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for heat race number 1 for your Hawks Garage 358 Modifieds. Row 5 to the inside, the 990 of Glenn Sharp. Row 4 to the top shelf, the 25 of Brett Wizlowski. To the inside, the 09 of the Teddy Bear, Ted York. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 97 of Dakota Hines. To the inside, the double nickel of Brian Moore Sr. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 66 of Chad Lackey. To the inside, fellow Canadian in the 074, Slim Shaney. Shane Billings in row 1. For heat race number 1 to the outside, the 007 of Sammy B, Sam Bachman, and on the pole, the 21 of the Wild Child, a.k.a. Blackjack, Jonathan Tehafogin. Let's change that back to gap before I forget here, before we get 6 or 7 laps into this thing, and then all of a sudden it kicks back in my memory to see Uncle Ron out there. What's going on, Uncle Ron? He won't take credit for it, so I'll throw it his way so he gets the credit. Uncle Ron is Hawks Garage this year, so we don't get the broadcast without Uncle Ronnie here. Much appreciated there, Uncle Ron. And rumor is that we've got a Pro Late Model sponsor for next season, so I'm going to be doing all 3, baby, here next season. As we look to that sky, green flag waves. Heat race number 1 is underway. Wild Child trying to roll up there, and he plays nice, doesn't shut the door. Now he does, but Bachman, he says, well, if you're going to leave it open, I'll slither myself in there. Middle 3 wide. Shane Billings on the bottom. Chad Lackey going to look upstairs. He was your quick time, remember, so can he get a lane? Can he find a way to make it move and groove? The Wild Child cuts back underneath Bachman. He's got the lead going into 3. Going to be 2 laps in the books. The Wild Child leads them both. Brian Moore Sr. working on Dakota Hines there, the ketchup bottle on the outside. He's rolling P6, but let's go back up here. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th under the blanket, man. They're getting cozy, but they don't want to race too hard. They're going to let the Wild Child run away with this thing. I'm telling you, that 21 machine, anytime he's gotten out front this season, he's been a tough dog to run down. You don't want to let him pull away. Cross flags, 4 to play. Sammy throws it in there, slide job, but no grip. He's going to lose it. Coming off the 2, Blackjack cuts right back underneath, and he continues to lead this thing. 3 fingers, 3 to go. The 66. Nurse in the bottom here. Can he milk the cow way down low? He's got Slim Shaney rolling the outside. Shane Billings taking a peek up to the high side. Can he get himself back into 3? Or P3, excuse me, 2 sticks, 2 to go. Top 4 have pulled away, and that's what you want to keep your eyes on. Top 4 make their way straight to the feature. Meanwhile, Brian Moore Sr., Dakota Hines, Brett Weslowski, Ted York, and Glenn Sharp, they're out of the show right now as the white flag waves. They're going to be in the B main. The top 4, they're going to be clean and comfy into this feature. Final time into 3 for Blackjack. The Wild Child looks to the sky, checkered flag waves. He wins heat race number 1. Bachman, Billings, Lackey. Your top 4, Moore Sr., Hines, or Dakota Hines, I should say, a couple of them tonight. Weslowski, York, and Sharp round out the field. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for your Hawks Garage 358 Modified Heat Race number 2. Looks a little something like this. Row 5 to the inside, the 74 of Peter Bryce. Row 4 to the outside, the 47 of Chris Hines. To the inside, the 19 of Harold Klump. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 6 of Scott Thomason. To the inside, the 213 of Michael Vitale. Row 2 to the outside, the 011 of Randall Dixon. To the inside, the 147 of Michael Vecchio. In row 1 for heat race number 2 to the top shelf, the 122. The Stars and Bars, Brian Dickens, and on the pole, the 099 of Billy Roberts. Billy's another one, man. This is like putting the Wild Child on the front row. That ain't really fair. You know, I mean, I'm just calling a spade here. Billy Roberts is good, man. If he can get off the chain, if he can get a little breathing room out front, he is a tough guy to run down. That is not the man who I would want to play tag with here out front. So Brian Dickens needs to get a good start here to this thing if he wants to play chase. that 099 machine as we go down the backstretch for the final time. Steve King Foundation pace car pulls off. Drivers roll into 3. And off at turn number 4, they look to the sky. The green flag is high. Heat race number 2 is underway. Billy Roberts throwing that slider. Now he's not going to have the grip off of 2, but does Brian Dickens, have the grip to send it in there? No, he doesn't. So now they're in a side-by-side. What does he decide to do? He's going to pull up and he's going to play nice. Brian Dickens, he's just going to hop in line, and I think that's the right call. Meanwhile, once again, Cobb 4 trying to pull away, but the 213 of Michael Vitale, he's not doing it as well as the top 4 in the last race. Michael Vecchio, he's close, but is he close enough? I don't know. He's got that 6. It's Scott Thomason scratching at the back door. He would love to get this thing inside of the top 4, but he's going to have to get 2 more spots, man, and he's going to have to go in a hurry. Right now, it seems like outside's the place to be. As you see that 47 machine of Chris Hines, he tried to work it low. Can he slide up in front of the 19? He's going to force his way up this time. Make it work. 4 to go. Brian Dickens, he's got a little bit of playroom here. Does he want to make a move? Got a 4/10 gap to Randall Dixon in that John Deere green machine, that 011. Gets a little bit shiny there through the middle of 3 and 4. 3 fingers, 3 to go. See the top 3 pretty evenly spaced, and it looks like this may be what we have here. We'll have to see as they roll off of 4 this time by. They get the 2 sticks, 2 laps to go. Michael Vitale, does he think about making a move here? He's clearly in this show as they get the white flag this time by. I don't know if I'd force it. You don't want to make too big of a move. See the top 2. Here comes Brian Dickens. He's tugging at the rope. Does he go for one final send? Billy Roberts going to protect it here. They almost touch, but he can't make it work. Final time, Billy Roberts takes the checkers. Dickens, Dixon, and Vitale, your top 4. Vecchio, Hines, Klump, Chris Hines, I should say, Thomason, Klump, and Peter Bryce round out the field. Starting lineup for your 3rd and final heat race looks a little something like this. Putt-Putt tails the field in the 051 machine. Row 4 to the outside, the 327 of Terry Walters. To the inside, the 210 of Barry Wallace. Row 3 to the outside, the 77 of Double H. Hunter Hines. To the inside, the 066 of the Strut. Mike Weeda. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 32 of the Ant-Man. Anthony Morano to the inside, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast. Jeff Barker. And row 1. For heat race number 3, we got a set of teammates to the outside, the 79 of Dino. Dean Reynolds, and on the pole in the 23 machine, we got Bart William Watson. Got the FTM teammates. Oh, really? In the 3 in the top 4. I forgot about the Ant-Man there on the outside of row 2. And I don't know if, Jeff Barker, I don't know how else to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Jeff Barker is the furthest thing we have from an a-hole in this league. So I don't think he's going to go up there with the pin and try to pop the balloon here. Barker's probably going to play nice. I don't think he's going to be that guy here, but we'll have to see what he decides to do as the green flag waves. Heat race number 3 is underway. William going to leave Dino that outside, and the Ant-Man's going to use the middle here. No, he's not. He's going to be nice. He's going to pull the reins on that horsey, have it settled down. But meanwhile, Jeff Barker in that I gotta quit writing this damn man off. He's looking under the 513, and it may be a slider. 4 for 4, the FTM party here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Barker, does he send one back? He's trying to deliver the mail. First class. He's got it at the line. 3 to go, but putt-putt. He's going to have the run going down the backstretch. It's all 51. Barker going to swing it back in. Try one more time, but putt-putt. He's got it at the line. William Watson, he's got the lead. He's got Dino and Morano close behind him, but like I've said so many times, they're teammates. They're not going to race too rough, I wouldn't think, as the white flag waves. One more trip around. Can Dino spoil the party? Can he steal the lead? Final time into 3. William looking to protect. Checkered flag set, the wave. Give it to William Watson by a nose over Dino. Morano and Christopherson, an FTM top 4. Welcome to the feature. Barker, Wallace, Weida, Hines, and Walters. Whew, going to the B. 15 drivers, 12 make the show. Let's see how this one is going to go. Starting lineup looks a little something like this. Row 8 to the inside, the 327 of Terry Walters. Row 7 to the top shelf, the 74 of Peter Bryce. To the inside, the 990 of Glenn Sharp. Row 6 to the outside, Double H in the double 7 machine. Hunter Hines to the inside, the 19 of Harold Plum. Row 5 to the outside, the 09 of the Teddy Bear. Ted York to the inside, the 066 of the Strut. Mike Weida in row number 4 to the outside, the 6 of Scott Thomason. To the inside, the 25 of Brett Weslowski. Row 2 to the outside, the 210 of Barry Wallace. To the inside, the 47 of Chris Hines. Row 2 to the outside, the 97 of Dakota Hines. To the inside, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast, Jeff Barker. In row 1. For tonight's 10-lap B main at the dirt track at Charlotte, to the outside, the 147 of Michael Vecchio, and sitting on the pole, the double nickel of Bryant Sr. We got Barry in the chat. Got a couple people in the chat. We got the Wild Child himself. Good to see the chat a little active. Sorry if this is lagging. It says stream is not maintaining enough data. But anyways, green flag waves. Your B main is underway. Top 12 going to go to the show. Sorry about that late start. I was worried about it. It says it's poor quality. I am getting a little bit of a storm down here in Gettysburg. That may be the problem. But hopefully we're all good. Contact there in the back. Thomason, he's in the outside wall. Not sure if he's junked. Hunter Hines goes down to the inside. Ooh, and there I saw it cut out on the YouTube side. That's no good. Hopefully this thing stays up and running. Ted York, he's in 13th. Barry Walters in that final transfer spot. Barry Wallace now, he gets knocked back, and our top 12, they're in the show. Everything should be A-okay if they decide to play nice from here on out, but we'll have to see. This is no good. So somebody out here watching, you mind writing in the chat if you can hear me what this looks like, if it's lagging really bad? Because I am looking on the C2C YouTube here. It seems like it's lagging pretty bad. I will pull it up on my phone. Oh, Brian Moore Sr. gets moved. He gets shoved around by the 513. We had a lapper in front of him, but Brian Moore Sr. is still in 12th. I may have to shut this off and restart it, though, if we still have it. We're going to go. I want to test some things out. Still says I'm live. Okay, so like I say, we're not going to the commercial. I am staring at the stuff really hard there. It's saying it's good. Still not what I want it to be. It's saying my bit rate, it's recommending it should be at 13.5, which is pretty high. I only have it to 10.5. So I'm not gonna turn my bit rate up. I'm hoping just that quick little reset does it. But I do have, like I say, I do have some weather going on here. Hopefully this doesn't keep up. Checkered flag waves. All right, I'm running a little behind now. Oh, whoops. Oh, shit. Damn button over here. All right. So you guys know what I like to do. Time to take a look at the starting lineup. Row 12 to the outside, the double nickel, Brian Moore Sr. to the inside, the 210 of Barry Wallace. Row 11 to the outside, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast, Jeff Barker to the inside, the 09 of the Teddy Bear, Ted York. Row 10 to the outside, the 327 of Terry Walters to the inside, the 147 of Michael Vecchio. Row 9 to the outside, the 74 of Peter Bryce to the inside, the 19 of Harold Klump. Row 8 to the top shelf, the 25 of Brett Wazlowski to the inside, the 47 of Chris Hines. Row 7 to the outside, the 97 of Dakota Hines to the inside, the 066 of the Strut, Mike Weeda to the row 6 to the top shelf, the 051 of Putt Puck, Clay Christopherson to the inside, the 213 of Michael Vitale. Row 5 to the outside, the 66 of Chad Lackey to the inside, the 32 of the Ant-Man, Anthony Morano. Row 4 to the outside, the 011 of Randall Dixon to the inside, the 074 of Shane Billings. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 79 of Dean Reynolds to the inside, the 122 of Brian Dickens. Row 2 to the outside, the 007 of Sammy B. Sam Bachman to the inside, the 23 of William Watson in row 1. For your 30-lap A main here at the dirt track at Charlotte, brought to you by Hawks Garage. To the outside, the 099 of Billy Robertson. Starting on the pole, the 21 of Blackjack, a.k.a. the Wild Child, Jonathan Tehophagen. Green flag, set the wave. We look to the sky. The green flag is high. 30 laps to play. Your A main is underway. Billy Roberts trying to rip that outside, make it work here in the early going. Oh, 3 wide for P2, but now maybe 4 wide for the lead. William Watson, he's trying to dip his pickle down low. Not enough juice down there, gonna dry out. Then 99 goes high and wide, trying to rev it up. But the Wild Child, that seems to be the place to be. Right there in the middle, man. He got a good run off it, too. He's hurting a little bit going into 3. Just doesn't seem to have that drive that the boys behind him do. And there goes Brian Dickens. He thinks about a big send. Man, that dogs are barking on that 122. He has got the stars and bars rolling. Can he get it on the podium? Here comes Chad Lackey. Up 5 spots. What are you doing down there? Oh, baby, on the inside. He is making it work, man. Grooving way down low. It's Chad Lackey. Can he get it on the podium? He's 1 spot out. Billy Roberts goes down there and kind of shuts the door. That's not what he wanted to see in that 66 machine. Now he's going to venture up to the outside. We got a battle for the lead. William Watson goes upstairs, man. He's climbing the ladder. Big run off of 2. New leader going down the backstretch. William Watson shuts the door. And, man, Williams, I can't keep saying this every dang week. He's better in the big blocks than he is in the small blocks, but I'm going to have to take it all back. He wins in the small blocks week after week. And, man, William Watson has been putting on dominating efforts. Speaking of dominating efforts, Chad Lackey tries to go to the outside. He's trying to fit the nose upstairs. Can he work it to the top shelf of Billy Roberts? Billy trying to work under the Wild Child. Jonathan Tehaffigen now, he's on the outside, 3 wide, the 66 in the middle. Oh, baby, that is a power move by the Canadian, Chad Lackey. What did he eat for breakfast this morning? Baby boy, flexing the muscles in that 66 machine. He's up to P2. Oh, man, 10 laps almost in the books. It's going to be this time by as William Watson. He's out to about a half a second lead. Clay Christopherson, oh, Dino in the wall. He has some contact with Brian Dickens. We caught the end of it. Let's see what happened. See Dino, he slides up the racetrack. An FTM 3 wide. Oh, Brian Dickens. He drove it in there a little hot. Sauce fell off the spoon there. Got all over Dino, maybe burned him up a little bit. Let's see if there was a... I mean, maybe there was something we missed a couple laps ago. You know, I mean, because that, let's see here. I mean, that was a hip check and a half. I got a feeling Dino just had to sit there and collect his thoughts for a little bit. Probably was not a happy camper. But, you know, that's the name of the game sometimes. You know, that's the way it goes. William Watson's probably the one who didn't want this dang caution because now Chad Lackey, he's all over him, man. He's up 8 spots. He started P10. He's already up to P2. Chad Lackey is picking him up and putting him down. Green flag waves. We are back underway. Man, that's 66. Oh, he just hit the Mario Kart speed boost on the outside. I mean, that thing is rolling right now. I don't know what he's doing, but he ain't doing the same thing as that 23 machine. Slide job! We got a new leader, William Watson. He tried to cut underneath, couldn't do it. That 66, he is gone. Good night. Drop the hammer, Chad. New leader. Oh, I guess he felt bad about that slide job. Gonna give it back to him. Now he's stuck on the outside 4 wide. Oh my gosh! 3 wide for P2. Billy Roberts wants a piece. Sam Bachman might take the whole damn slice. He's down there on the bottom. He's trying to make it nice. Oh, Bachman it. He's trying to make it work, but it may end up costing him. Here you go. Party on the outside. Party of 4 through turn 4. Oh, he's able to go up and shut the door. The Wild Child had to burp the throttle. He's got the 51 of putt-putt right behind him. And Chad Lackey says, hey, William Watson, I'm sorry about what I did, but I'm coming back for round 2. Here we go. We're cross flags waving, 15 to play. Oh, we got a big stack up in the back from what I'm saying. Oh, my gosh. Violent wreck in 1 and 2, and I have no idea how it kicked off, how it started. I don't think it started with this 09 because I saw the 47 involved. So let's zoom out here. Oh, the 47 catches the outside wall. That's what happens. Kind of woes it up, and that is a bad spot for everyone behind him. See, the 747 gets it. The 513 gets it. Mr. Wednesday Night, he got a piece of it. 327, he got a piece. That's Terry Walters, I believe. Lots of guys, 6 or 7 guys involved in that one. That's gonna end some nights. That one. Yeah, I'm not. I got to be honest with you too. I mean, Chad is. I mean, I don't know how to say this, but he's one hell of a dude. Because I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong. I've got a couple people out there watching in the chat box. I don't think what that 66 did, I don't think he did anything wrong, okay, with that move. Yeah, there was contact, but, I mean, Watson could have burped the throttle. You don't want to in these because they're all momentum-based. He could have burped it, cut down underneath, could have, stayed up against the outside. I mean, contact kind of happened in the middle of the racetrack. That 66, I think he might have played a little bit too nice here. We'll see if that ends up coming back to haunt him. But I don't know. Final time off of 4. Green flag set the wave. 2 cautions so far tonight. We may not be done. 14 left to play. Watson, Lackey, Bachman upstairs. Billy Roberts trying to do the Lord's work down low. Guy said, I'm tired of this crap. I'm going to slide up here, get in line. You do not want to be down low unless you're Chad Lackey. Oh, baby. That ain't going to work. He's going to fall back to P3, and that's what I mean. So, Chad, I'm telling you, he played nice guy. He gave Watson the spot back, and, man, now he's going to lose out. He may lose out on the podium, and I'm telling you, I mean, pat him on the back. I guess, you may get something for being the nice guy, but you ain't going to get it now. You ain't going to get it tonight. He's back to P4, 11 to go. I see somebody wrote in the chat box, Watson walking the dog. Well, that dog may be the 007, and he may break off that leash here soon. Because Bachman, he normally don't play around until the end of the race, and he is coming in the 007. Nine more circuits around the dirt track at Charlotte. See the Ant-Man down there. He's trying to make it work. Can he work himself by the 66 machine? Lackey trying to burn it down up top, get a big run off the berm. He cuts it down. Teammates battling behind him. The Ant-Man and Clay Christopherson. As you see Bachman, he continues to get close, but not close enough for that big move. He maybe needs to... Nope, he's not going to do it. I thought he had a better run off of 4 than that. And, man, he's going to have to get the toy wound up just a little bit more. And Watson's no dummy, man. He's one of the smartest racers we have in this league. He's going to protect that slide job on the last lap. He's not stupid. So Bachman can't wait until the final lap to make that move. You see contact. I think Slim Shaney goes around here. Let's see what happened. See the strut, he gets out of shape there in those 66. Ooh. So where is Shane Billings? I gotta find Shane Billings. He was sitting sideways. Oh, he gets into the 97. They just kind of hook there. You could see Shane didn't even need to wreck, but I mean, he did that because he's locking it up. He doesn't want to spin out the 97. Wasn't his goal or intention. There you can see they just kind of stack up behind. You run out of real estate. The restart's going to be single file here the rest of the way. We're within 10 to go. I do notice now I got a chance to glance in over at the YouTube. It says my connection strength is no longer poor. It says it's excellent. So no idea what was going on for those 4 or 5 minutes, but everything has cleared up back to the way it should be. As the green flag waves, we're back underway. 6 laps to play. William with a good restart. See, second and third, they're pretty close, man. Right on each other. Will they go to war a little bit? Let William flex those muscles, get out to a lead. You see that 66, man. He is going to be so frustrated with himself. Chad Lackey, there's not many times you're going to hear me say this, but the fastest car of this race is in P4 right now. Lackey, for dang sure, I'm just watching the way he's running this thing. He's losing spots because of frustration. See, he took a peak down low. He's going to lose one more because he doesn't want to ride around in line. That's his biggest problem right now. He's trying to be too aggressive. 3 to go. He's going to lose 1. He's going to lose 2. The Ant-Man's going to go around on the outside. And, well, the Ant-Man made a mistake. So, Chad, he's got to figure out, do you want P5? Or, you know, do you possibly want P4 and fall maybe back to 6th? He's deciding I want P4, maybe fall back to 6th or 7th. He's continuing to work downstairs. But William Watson driving this thing off of 4. He's going to get the white flag. 1 lap to go for the 23 machine. I told you earlier, we can't call him a big block man anymore. He comes to the Hawks Garage 358 Modifieds, and all he does is win. William Watson, grab another checkered flag. He gets it done in Charlotte. Bachman P2 and Billy Roberts coming home on the bottom step of the podium here at Charlotte. Let's get a look at our... Oh, wait. These guys are still looking to finish here. And now we can... Actually, before... Let's be smart about this. We can do it like this, right? Right. Yeah. Clay Christopherson, Chad Lackey round out your top 5. Anthony Morano, Brian Dickens, Michael Vitale, Jonathan Tahafajan, and Randall Dixon. Your top 10. Your top 20. Brett Wazowski, Harold Klump, Chris Hines, Michael Vecchio, Peter Bryce, Jeff Barker, Barry Wallace, Shane Billings, Mike Weeda, and Terry Walters. Your bottom 4. Dino, Ryan Moore Sr., Dakota Hines, and the Teddy Bear, Ted York, rounds out the field. All right, so let's kick it back one more time. Let's get it on. Do we have I should. Yes, I do. Sorry, you guys get to hear me hear me talk to myself for a little bit. Well, let's go ahead and pull Billy Roberts up here. I'm not going to waste any time at all. Billy Roberts, man, you were one of those guys who it just kind of getting screwed, I think, with where you were on position of the track at certain times. You know, it's just like when you were on the bottom when the top was fast, you were on the top when the bottom was fast, but you're able to get in line there at the end and somehow secure the podium. But, man, talk to us about your race.
Oh, it was a good race. I mean, it was great. There was a lot of track there to go move around, and my deal was just trying to keep no incident points and run everybody with respect and try to come home with the top 3. I was happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, when we're sending guys home, Billy, that seems to be the medicine for you to guarantee yourself on the podium. It's pretty unbelievable, but if we get 24 plus cars, I know I'm talking to you at the end of this thing. It doesn't matter how much pressure there is. You somehow find a way to get here. And, you know, a lot of it has to do with how well you finish in the heat. And, I mean, I picked you to win your heat, starting P1 there, heat race number 2. How important was it that you just kind of I'm trying to be nice to everybody else in your heat, but you didn't just win that thing, man. You dominated it. You know, you walked away from those guys. I know starting position, obviously it helps, you know, when you qualify and hit that invert. But, man, how are you so fast on those tackier tracks? That seems to be, man, you're really good and can put yourself where you need to be to line up good for the feature.
You know, I just look for that moisture and try to hold on, you know, for the 8 laps. And it was imperative that, you know, John already won the first race, and I was wanting us teammates to be on the pole and outside pole, and, you know, and kind of have a good race for us together as a team. And it looks like Randy and Michael had a pretty good run, and Terry ran into some problems, but you know, it's good that we communicate and have a good team race, and you know, and try to get up here and run with the big dogs every now and then.
Well, you know, you can be nice to everybody, but in fact, you can't lie to me, man. You are one of the biggest dogs, if not the biggest dog on the porch right now. These constant podiums, man. That's why you're near the top of the point sheet in every dang one of these 358 series, Billy. You're becoming a staple, and I'm used to hearing your voice every Monday and Thursday night, man. We're lucky to have you here. Congratulations on another great run. Who you want to thank?
All my teammates over Leadfoot Mafia, Gears Unlimited, Pizza Shop, Vitale Motorsports, A&J Landscaping, JTS Designs, of course you, Shaggy, Hawks Garage, and all the other competitors. And thanks for having a good night.
Well, I know there at the end of this 358 race, it wasn't one lane. You could kind of run the bottom, but, I mean, you wanted that grip off of 2. Do you think with the big blocks and the extra power, do you think you can work the bottom a little bit more? Do you think maybe we'll see 2 lanes here in the big blocks?
I think so. I still think you'll see a slider line before the night's up or right along the wall, but I do believe with the less practice that we get here, the track there'll be a good bottom still, yes.
Well, go burn it up, man. We'll wish you the best of luck. Hopefully I'm talking to you again, brother.
All right. Thank you, Shaggy.
Billy Roberts coming home P3. And, Brian, I just saw your question there in the chat. Coast to Coast. Let's listen to Sam's whip crack. But, no, go to c2crl.com. Sam can maybe answer this before I start interviewing him. I think it's under 2,500
I think it's
IR.
35.
3,500. Okay, 3,500. Jesus Christ. Whatever our IR rating or whatever it is, you know, whatever the heck the rating is on iRacing, and as long as you're under 3,500, you can go to c2crl.com and register. But now we get to talk to the man who brought home P2, and if that wasn't your teammate out front, do we get a little bit more aggressive, or do you feel that you kind of finished where you deserved tonight? I mean, either way, P2 is, you know, out of 27 guys I think we had here before we sent a couple home. I mean, that's a great run. But do you think you had a shot at the lead?
Oh, probably before that caution. I was running a line pretty good or whatever, and I was actually catching Bart for some time. And once I got to him or whatever, I was just kind of waiting for a little mistake because we were all running that slider line in 1 and 2 or in 3 and 4 and the top in 1 and 2, and it's hard to slide someone in 1 and 2 or whatever because you just never get the momentum coming out, and they always do, so they pass you. So I was just kind of waiting for him to slip up, but once that caution came out, it seemed like it was gonna be kind of hard to catch him or whatever, and I couldn't really find my line anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking to Billy about, and I mean, do you think normally with the big blocks, that extra bit of power, I mean, sometimes I see some of you guys now, I suck with them. I just spin the tires and watch all you guys blow by me, but do you think you'll be able to use that little bit extra power for the inside line? Do you think we'll have some 2 wide racing there? And not that, the racing was great. That's not what I mean by that. But, when we get down to 5 or 10 to go, do you think we'll still have 2 lines of racing, or do you think it'll be sliders like it was here in this small block race?
No, I think 2 lines could develop. I mean, obviously a little more power helps, but obviously can screw you over a little bit too if you don't know how to control it. But I think it will help. So I guess we'll just have to see, to be honest.
Well, man, a 1-2 for the team, and if Clay, could have ran a little bit harder and not finished P4, you would have had a 1-2-3. So make sure and pick on Clay for me, spoiling the podium for FDM. But a 1-2, that's pretty damn good. So congratulations, Sammy. Who you want to thank on the second place run?
The boys are at FTM. Dino Speeder Car Series, Expert Installation, Vertex Graphics, Shaggy TV, Coast Coast for putting this on, Bart for a good race, and that's it.
Yeah, and I would think, well, with the way, you kind of answered that, and I forgot to ask Billy, but there's no shot, right? There's no way you come out in the small block. You want the power in the big block for the next one?
Most definitely. I mean, if the track was fully slicked up, I mean, you might be able to get away with 358 on the bottom, but after that, I don't think you will, especially with how tacky and we're gonna have less time or whatever for warm up. So I think big block's probably gonna be the best way to go.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Give them hell. Good luck in the big blocks. Hopefully, I'm talking to you again, brother.
There you go.
Sam Akonda comes home P2. Oh, man, he even left himself. I couldn't drag him out. That's quick. Now we pull up our winner who every week I say, I feed him some BS about how he's a big block driver. I'm not going to say that anymore, William. This is win number 3, I think, on the season. And this may be, your new car. I know you may not want to lay claim to it, but, brother, you're getting pretty damn good in these. Another win. Congratulations. How are we feeling?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch Billy in the points. It's like I'm 80 points behind her right now. Got more race to do.
Now, is that has anybody factored him in with drop weeks yet? Has anybody done that math?
No. So I've missed a race, so that counts as one of my drop weeks. So I don't know. I don't even really know how to calculate all that stuff in there. But
well, geez, if you're 80 points back and you even missed the race, and he's got all his counting, you know what that means. You're probably in pretty good shape when they factor these in. Now, I don't want to jinx you, but we got 2 weeks left, right?
I think 1.
Oh shit. Okay, I need to get on it then. So next
I'm not
week
too sure. I mean, we could be 2, but
no, you're probably right. You're probably right. That stroke turned me into a little bit of an idiot here in the short term. I'm slowly getting it back, but man, I like to say too, is this is, I know it's at least number 2, but I want to say 3. Is this your 3rd win of the season?
Yeah, 3rd win.
Yeah, dude. Jesus criminy. Now that's more than you got in the big blocks, right? You got 1 in the big blocks this season?
I've got 2.
Oh, geez. So there's a chance you get 3 apiece. Do you think you can go out here and get the sweep tonight in Charlotte?
I don't know. I have to look and see what the track's going to do for the big blocks. It was really hairy and 1-2 in the small blocks. Billy even chimed up and said that it looks like our car's about to bounce over the wall, and they were bouncing. So I just was like, I hope it sticks when I was going in there.
Yeah, and with that being said, I've kind of been asking all those guys, do you think with the extra power in the big block, I know all of you were roped up real tight against the wall there through 1 and 2, but do you think anybody will flirt with going down in next close to the tires, or do you think you'll still want to rope that outside wall?
Well, you already know what I'm going to do. So, I know Clay will be down there. I don't know if Sam's going to try it out or not. I know he tried it out here in this race, but I know for sure Clay will be down there unless it's just not there.
Well, William, I mean, a 1-2 for the team, and it's becoming a common occurrence with you winning here. I think we've always had a teammate behind you, or at least in third, with you getting these done. I know they're your quote unquote boys, but they've got to be sick of finishing behind this 23 machine, man. You have been on a roll. I don't know what it is going to take to stop you, but hopefully you can keep it going. These, well, I'm going to say 2 weeks, just in case. Well, it's a 2-week season,
Yeah.
But, man, hell of a job. Congratulations on another win. Go get them one more time. But before I let you go, man, anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, my goal now is, since when Trevor's having PC issues and he was sitting second and first in the big blocks and late models. My goal is now to see if I can actually do what I did before and take them all 3. But yeah, sponsor shop, Duper Performance, ScriptX.com, the Dirt Car Series, teammates at FDM, Vortex Craft for the Wrap, Coast to Coast, and you for broadcast.
That's right, man. I forgot all about Trevor. Missing out because he was winning the late models, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's winning late models as a second in the big block, so I'm gonna see if I can't pull those 2 off for him.
Well, hey man, go get it done. Get it, win it for the FTM gang, man. I'm rooting for you. Good luck here in the next one.
I appreciate it, bud.
William Watson brings home the win. We take a short break. We'll be right back here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network with your big blocks coming up right after this.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network for your expert installation. Big block modifieds, and we've got, what is it? 23 drivers in this session here, so a good bit. Normally it cuts down a lot more than that. But we won't need a B main here as it runs. Because they aren't wasting any time advancing this because I think it's ODB is the league. They're running their Knoxville Nationals tonight. So I know a couple people in here will hop over there to run some 360 sprint cars. They're Knoxville Nationals. So busy slate here. I'm going to hop over there and do some announcing with Andrew Regal for that puppy. So that'll be fun. But we got 77 machine of Hunter Hines. He's out on the racetrack first. Let's see what Hunter does here for lap number 1. See him whip it sideways a little bit. These big blocks, man, they got a lot more power. I can't tell you exactly how much because, well, I'm an idiot. But I know it's a lot more power, and he's using every bit of it. 77 machine crosses the line. 15.8. Let's show all the times here. 15.341 for Chad Lackey. If he does it again, I swear to God, if Chad Lackey gets the pole in back-to-back rooms, oh my gosh, Chad Lackey might do it. Can Billings beat it here the second lap? You're kidding me. That's a 15.58. Chad Lackey might do this. And all right, we have, what did I tell you guys? There are 23 drivers in here. 2 of them are Canadian, and the Canadians just put the gun to the Americans' head. All of them. And they just went 1 and 2. Chad Lackey, Shane Billings, 1-2, and they said, you know, I don't really care about you dang Americans. I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna whip your tail. We're gonna get it done. And Chad Lackey goes P1. Now, is he gonna be able to salvage it here? Can he win this time? He was clearly the fastest to me, anyway, in those 358 modifieds, but just couldn't find a way to get to the front. Kind of held up there in traffic. But, man, back-to-back poles. That is, you don't see that very often here. That's a little golf clap there for the 66 of Chad Lackey. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for your expert installation. Big block modified heat race number 1, and let's do some. I have that a little bit too. Row 4 to the outside, the 147 of Michael Vecchio to the inside, the 25 of Brett Wazlowski. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 55 of Mr. Wednesday Night Brian Moore Sr. to the inside, the 327 of Terry Walters. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 66 of your quick time, Chad Lackey to the inside. Your 358 modified winner, the 23 of William Watson in row 1. For heat race number 1 to the outside, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast, Jeff Barker, and starting on the pole, the 47 of Christopher Hines. Ooh, who was that blinking? The ketchup bottle blinking away. Green flag waves. 8 laps to play. Heat race number 1 is underway. Slide it up in front of the Brewerton Beast. He cracks the throttle. Going to give him the racetrack, and that's what William Watson wanted to see. Now he's got P2 in his sights, maybe even the lead, and here comes the 66 machine. Chad Lackey moving and grooving. I'm telling you, last time he had to pass all those guys because, well, he was marred in the back. Couldn't do well in the heat race after qualifying P1. Wants to do a little better this time. Meanwhile, Brett Weslowski, he's on the move, but oh, Chad Lackey. Oh, baby. Crack the whip, son. That's 66. Oh, man. Let's have some fun. That Canadian. I don't know if that thing's running off maple syrup or what the heck it is, man, but it is so quick. Chad Lackey looking to take the lead by the time we get the cross flags for the play. Oh, not going to get it this time. Oh, that 47 machine. He's working the outside. Chris Hines, he opens up the lid. Oh, Chad Lackey not able to work down below. Oh, man, he clips the tire a little bit there with that left front. I'm telling you, you do that too many times, you're going to watch that thing break. Let's roll on with him. Hines has the lead at the line. Is he going to go down there and trim it one more time? No, he stays a little further off. He flirted with the devil last lap. There's that 66, low and slow off of 4. White flag waves, one more trip around. Lackey says, all right, you know what? I'm going to go up here. I'm going to pound the fence on the entry. Go down here, get that big run. Can he send it in this time? Is he going to think about the slide job? Yes, he is. Oh, coming to the line. Lackey wins heat race number 1. Chris Hines, P2, William Watson, and Jeff Barker, your top 4. Weslowski, Vecchio, Walters, and Moore Sr. round out the field, but everybody going to the show. No B main here in the big blocks, but Chad Lackey. Good night. What a run for that 66 machine. And, oh, man, you aren't going to see many better runs than what that 66 machine just did. 4th to 1st in 8 laps in heat race number 1. You can't do that. You know, you're not supposed to be able to do that, and that SOB just did it. Row 4 to the outside, the 09 of the Teddy Bear. Ted York to the inside, the 051 of Putt Puck. Clay Christopherson, row 3 to the top shelf, the 74 of Peter Bryce to the inside, the 97 of Dakota Hines. Row 2 to the outside, the 074 of Slim Shaney, Shane Billings to the inside, the 518 of 100 grand, Joseph Grandy. And row 1 for heat race number 2 to the tippy top in the 007, Sammy B, Sam Bachman, and starting on the pole, the 213 of Mike the Tally. That was absolutely crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I'm telling you, 8 laps, and nothing against Shane here, but if he wins, you know, I mean, you expect a little more passing. Here's the racetrack progresses, you know, as we get a little heat on it. Just roll the dirt around a little bit. You don't expect heat race number 1, 15 minutes of qualifying to be that racy, and, well, I mean, damn, Chad Lackey did it. That is crazy. My stroke's going to try to make me forget about it. But damn, that's going to be one I think I remember for quite some time. As we roll into 3. And we enter turn 4. We look to the sky. The green flag's high. 8 laps to watch them fly. Heat race number 2 is underway. Oh, the 213. Oh, he's clipping that tire. He's going to lose 2 right away. Grandy may have done the same thing, but it's Billings, Bachman out front. 1-2 Vitali. Grandy, your top 4. Well, oh my God. On time like the sunrise, man. The 051, here he comes. He starts in the back, rolls his way. Oh, man, he's on the bottom. Trying to get inside the top 4. Oh, he gets in the back of the 213, who got to the back of the 518. Dakota Hines able to open up the bottle there on that ketchup. He gets back around the 051. But Slim Shaney P2, he's not able to keep in touch with the 007. In fact, Bachman, he's got a lot of breathing room. Half a second. He is gone. 4 laps to play. Here comes Grandy. Flirting with that top shelf. It may be coming in, the 518. He sees that 074 kind of shut the door here. What's he going to do? Does he think about going to the bottom? Who knows? Let's find out. Let's see what Grandy's going to do. Works underneath Billings. 2 sticks in the air, 2 more trips around Billings. Blinks a little bit, falls back in line. He's 7 down in P3. It's $100,000. He knows he's running out of time. White flag set to fly this time by. The 007 has 1 more trip around here in Charlotte. Finished P2 last feature. Well, if he wins this one, he's going to start P2 for the A-Main tonight. Final time off of 4. Checkered flag flies. Give it to Bachman, Grandy, Billings, but Alley, your top 4. Christopherson, Dakota Hines, Peter Bryce, and the Teddy Bear rounds out the field. Starting lineup for your 3rd and final heat race here this evening. Why is that not popping up? There we go. Had to click it twice. That shouldn't have to do that. Row 4 to the inside, the 77. Hunter Hines. Row 3 to the outside, the 6. With Scott Thomason to the inside, the 19. Of Harold Plump. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 099 of Billy Roberts to the inside, the 79 of Dino. Dean Reynolds in row 1 for heat race number 3. The outside, the 011 of Randall Dixon, and starting on the pole, the 32 of the Ant-Man, Anthony Morano. Tell you what, man, the doctors, they're on my stuff about my soda intake, you know. I can't blame them. I'm fat, you know. They're just doing what they got to do. I think I might have to start drinking coffee. Coffee sucks, man. I do not want to drink coffee. Because I feel like by the time I drink coffee, there's going to be so much sugar in it that isn't coffee. You know what I mean? Is it even considered coffee? You want me to drink that shit black? Might as well just load it up right now. Just load up the gun right now. I ain't drinking black coffee. Look up to the sky. The green flag waves. Heat race number 3 is underway. Let's watch it. Oh, the Ant-Man gets sideways. The John Deere Green Machine, he's out front. Randall Dixon, can he lead it? He's got it at the stripe by a nose over Billy Roberts. He leads lap number 1. Seems like outside's the place to be right now. He gets that big run off the 2. Drives it right down into the belly of the beast there, going into 3. But Billy Roberts, man, is making it work. Kind of what I was talking about there with Bachman and Watson after the race. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see that inside work, especially off of 2. And that's where we're seeing Billy Roberts kind of make some time. It's not loosened up there in the middle of the racetrack. And he's got some speed on the exit. These guys are running side by side, door to door. This is what racing is all about. And in fact, Billy Robert leads at the halfway point. Randall Dixon. Oh, we may have a 3-wide battle on our head. The Ant-Man, he's got to trim it off here. A little shorter than he wanted to drive it in deep. Dean Reynolds, welcome to the party, Dino, in that 79 machine. Goes way up top, thinks about trimming the trees there, coming off at 2. 2 sticks, 2 laps to go for the 099 of Billy Roberts, who's looking to start this thing, or this A-main, I should say, P3 if he can win this heat race. Anthony goes down there and shuts the door in front of that 79. White flag waves. One more trip around. Can Anthony find a way around that John Deere green machine? Can Randall Dixon find a way around the 099? Final time through 3. And off of 4. Billy Roberts, he's got it locked up, but battle for second. It's Dixon, Morano, and Dino, your top 4. Thomason, Klump, and Hunter Hines rounds out the field. We're going to take a break this time since I didn't screw it up, and we'll run the ads like we're supposed to. Stick around on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Almost time to go play in the clay here at the dirt track in Charlotte. Just under 20 seconds until we see that checkered flag wave for your expert installation. Big block modified warm-ups, and then we get ready to take a look at tonight's starting lineup. Let's get ready to run it, boys. Bring it. 30 laps to go play. Row 12 to the inside, the 09 of the Teddy Bear, Ted York. Row 11 to the top shelf, the 55 of Mr. Wednesday Night, Brian Moore Sr. to the inside, Double H. In the double 7, Hunter Hines. Row 10 to the outside, the 74 of Peter Bryce to the inside, the 327 of Terry Walters. Row 9 to the top shelf, the 19 of Harold Klump to the inside, the 97 of Dakota Hines. Row 8 to the outside, the 147 of Michael Vecchio to the inside, the 6 of Scott Thomason. And I forgot to mute myself on Discord, so we're going to do this again. Row 7 to the outside, the 051 of Putt Putt. Clay Christopherson to the inside, the 25 of Brett Wazlowski. Row 6 to the top shelf, the 79 of Dino. Dean Reynolds to the inside, the 213 of Michael Vitale. Row 5 to the outside, the Brewerton Beast, and the 513 Jeff Barker to the inside, the 32 of the Ant-Man. Anthony Morano. Row 4 to the outside, the 074 of Slim Shaney. Shane Billings to the inside, the 23 of Bart William Watson. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 011 of the John Deere Green Machine of Randall Dixon to the inside, the 518 of 100 Grand. Joseph Grandy. Row 2 to the outside, the 47 of Chris Hines to the inside, the 099 of Billy Roberts. And row 1 for your expert insulation. Big block modified A main at the dirt track at Charlotte to the outside. The 007 of Sammy B. Sam Bachman starting on the pole. The Canadian in the 66. Chad Lackey as we look to the sky. The green flag's high. 30 laps to let them fly. Your A main is underway. Chad Lackey fishing on the bottom. Cam Bachman find the grip upstairs. Right now it's Chad Lackey with the lead going into 3. Battle for 4th and 5th. Grandy making it work on the inside. Mr. Ketchup on the outside. He lost the grip. Chris Hines falls back to P5. Dino already up 2 spots. He's climbing the ladder. Can he get one more? Gonna go toe-to-toe with this 25 machine. Dino put the work in. He clears him. Can he go up and work on that John Deere Green 011 machine? Now that 25 going to take 1 P back. Brett Wazlowski says, hey, I'm not done yet. I ain't done here, Shaggy. Keep the camera on me. I can't because we're battling for 3rd. Billy Roberts, he's in the outside wall. Oh, he gets knocked down off the wall. No caution flag. We stay green. No caution behind either. I saw other guys kind of getting into it, but we do indeed stay green. And I'm telling you, Billy Roberts needed a caution. He needed a caution if he wanted to stay up front. And now you can see the overlay kind of messed up a little bit. Now it's back to normal. Chad Lackey right back up front. I think my wife's supposed to bring me my medicine here soon. And the yellow flag waves. Terry Walters involved in that caution. Oh, and he was sitting down on the inside. He pulls it up on the racetrack. Let's see what happened to Terry. We're going to rewind that just a hair again, because you guys may have seen, but I was kind of glancing down at my other monitor. So, okay. Here we go. It looks like he enters low into 1 and kind of, yeah, you see the wheels straighten out here. And he kind of rotates it in. If he would have turned that early, he was going to clip those inside tires. And he got it 2 sideways, trying to catch it. Sideways in front of the 74 machine. Up and over the tire. That's not going to get a call. This is off the racetrack. Ooh, left front's broke. Oh no! William Watson, Anthony Morano. Oh man, that's not what you want to see. That is a tough break. You're going to hear me ask my wife for a soda because she gave me my pills, but I need a soda because I'm a little tired. I got a water over here. She's even worse than my doctor. She's yelling at me, telling me, no, I need a water. No, I need a soda because I'm working with Andrew Regal tonight. I got to wake up a little bit. I'm going to have to nap before I go to work tomorrow at the racetrack. As the green flag waves, we're back underway. 24 left to play. Anthony Morano, he stays out there. William Watson does too. They're in P3. Man, I'd be nervous if I was those guys. I think they have a little damage after bouncing into that lap car. Keep an eye on them on the leaderboard. I'm going to try to. It's 14th, 15th, and 16th. Not very often you see that. Hines. I thought I was having a stroke again. I'm not going to lie. It freaked me out there for a minute. Ted York up 11 spots. Are you kidding me? Started P23, and Ted York says nobody's using the high side. I'm going to use it. Plenty of grip up here. The 09, he is working. If they're going to leave it open, take it, Ted. Blackie out front. He's got Bachman right on his tail. Let's continue to watch these front three. So I thought maybe with the extra power, we'd see guys use that inside line. Well, I was wrong. They want to rope it up right along that outside. That seems like it's the place to be. It's exactly like that small block race. And that isn't what second and third want to hear at all. Slacky gives it up a little bit there coming off the exit of 2. See Dino, or excuse me, that was Anthony and Shane Billings working a little bit. Slim Shaney trying to work the inside in that 074 machine. He pulls up door to door with the 32. This is the battle for P6. One lap away from halfway here. Shane Billings can't get the inside to work. I don't want to pee on anybody's rainbow here, but I don't know if we're going to be able to make that inside work because Shane, he likes to power down on the inside. And if he can't do it, there aren't many people that can do it. The Bachman, he says, I hear you, Shaggy, so I'm going to go up that lane higher. I'm just going to pretend that this wall isn't here. I'm going to go right up against it, make friends with it there through 3 and 4. That 66, he continues to throw that short slider. 007, he's going to throw it in a little higher. He's still a slider. He's going to enter in just about that half a lane higher. Going to get up the groove. You don't want to be the bridesmaid twice. I'm telling you, that's what Sammy's thinking here. I mean, I guess he'll take the P2. Caution flag going to wave. We'll have to re-rack, restack here. Anthony Morano goes around in the 32 machine. Let's see what happened here to the Ant-Man. '74 is going to throw a slide job. Let's see what Anthony saw. That was a pretty early slider. Yeah, that's where he sees it. Normally I would say, well, Anthony, you got to kind of lift here. But let's watch it. So you're seeing it in slow motion. You're like, well, you saw the car down there. Watch it here as he enters the corner. Let's watch it at full speed. That's how quick that happens. So in about 2 seconds worth, you got to make that decision. And I mean, that's one. Shane Billings isn't, a jerk by any means. But that's one where he could take it back. I bet you he would. Probably not a move he's gonna write home about. It's just one of those things in the moment, you know, you probably think you're going to clear that a little more, and well, he's just not able to. But I forgot my wife dropped me off my medicine. I have to take that really quick. Green flag waves. We're back underway. Medicine is taken. Joseph Grandy trying to use that outside line to get into that final podium spot. Here comes Dino. Shot out of the cannon off of 2. Oh, William Watson, he's going to park it up there. Dino gets into the 518 when he lifts to come down. And Grandy's, oh man. This has not been a season for Grandy, and I mean, he may not want to hear this. You know, what does my opinion matter? But that's just going to be one of those things. You know, Dino's not trying to take him out, but it's one of those where he's got to lift here because Williams coming up, and then when he does lift, he gets hit by the 79er. You can see he's trying to lift too. Putt then gets in the outside wall. So, I mean, it's just one of those, a couple guys going to get involved here. And it sucks because Grandy was looking at possibly a podium drive here. That 518 machine as he pulls her down. I don't know if Grandy will call it quits here in the 518. Got a feeling. No, he doesn't call it quits. He's a better man than me. I probably would have here with 10 to go. We'll re-rack them, restack them, do it all over again here. Lights will go off this time. Should be single file, I think. Yep, it is. Indeed is. If anybody's wondering, my wife won. I did take my medicine with water. Saving that soda for when it's go time here around 9 o'clock. Need about 2 hours worth of energy. As the green flag waves, we're back underway. Lackey, you heard me talk about in that 358 race how he was the fastest car. And you know, it's translated once again here. I don't know, Bachman, he's playing around with him a little bit, and what I mean by that is he's maybe just as quick, or if not a little quicker. He's definitely hanging out. He's within range. But Lackey's so smooth on that slider through 3 and 4. He's just the perfect defense from that 66 machine, and I don't know if we're going to see him give it up. See Billy Roberts back here battling with his teammate, the 213 of Michael Vitale. Vitale not going to go up there and park it on his teammate like we may have seen if he was racing somebody with FDM on the side of their car. That may have went a little different here. You see 3 teammates, Michael Vitale, Randall Dixon, and Billy Roberts, all in a line here. They're going to race each other a little differently than we've seen other guys racing themselves. But, oh! Bachman throws that slide job, and oh, it's getting busy here up front. Oh, baby, William Watson, 2 for 1. You want some? Come and get it. The 23 machine, slide job. That opens the door for the 66. Chad Lackey, pick up sticks. Back up front, coming to 3 laps to go. Lackey, oh, baby. Sam Bachman, can he rope him back in? Can he try this one more time? We're going to have 2 more laps to go this time by. Bachman's going to have a big old run here. Lackey still continuing to play defense. He's not going up against that wall. Doesn't want to allow any slide job. Coming to the white flag this time, Bachman. Right up there on the top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Side by side through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch for the final time. Lackey throws the side job. Bachman cuts back underneath. Coming to the stripe. It's Lackey by a nose. Oh, Bachman gave us a show. Here comes home P2 and William Watson rounds out the podium. Holy, you know what? What a effing race we had for that. Oh, man, I'm telling you, Chad is shaking right now. I don't care what he says. If he says he's not shaking, excuse my language, but he is full of shit. Because that was crazy. What a race. And that is the way, that's the way you want to see it go. Let's take a look at the full rundown. That was great. That was absolutely great. And Bachman, that's you can't blame William for sticking his hand in the cookie jar there. But if he doesn't throw that slider through 1 and 2, when he made it 3 wide, and, slide up in front of Sam like that, Sam really had to crack the throttle and be patient. If Sam doesn't have to do that, I bet you he wins this race. If it was only those two going at it, he was in a great position to kind of take it from Chad. And, oh, brother, he was about a lap short. But that was a fantastic finish. Clay Christopherson coming home P4, Shane Billings 5th. Chris Hines, Dean Reynolds, Billy Roberts, Michael Vitale, and Brian Moore Sr. Your top 10, Anthony Morano, Peter Bryce, Randall Dixon, Harold Klump, Brett Wazowski, Scott Thomason, Jeff Barker, Joseph Grandy, Dakota Hines, and Ted York. Round out the top 20. Your final 3, Michael Vecchio, Hunter Hines, and Terry Walters. Round out the field. Let's fire this thing here, and let's bring them up again. We got 2 of the same guys here in this podium. Now, not the same spot, but when you finish first and finish third, that is a pretty damn good average when you're averaging P2. William, what a great drive tonight here at the dirt track at Charlotte. First and a third, man. Talk to us about it. Another great run, and that finish. Boy, oh boy, man, that got good. Those final 5 laps. Did you catch your breath yet?
No, that was some fucking racing right there.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, man. That was, you guys absolutely put on a show. Talk to us about it.
I mean, I wanted Sam to come up a couple of laps sooner than he did in 3 and 4 because I found out it was fast, and but I didn't want to tell him because I also wanted to get by him. So he finally came up there, and we pushed it, and I mean, it's kind of a little bit of a blur now. I had to go back and watch it a little bit, but we was crossing and everything. I threw a slider I didn't think I was gonna make, but I just still threw it anyways. I don't know. That was a hell of a finish right there. Probably one of the best I've been in.
Yeah, man. And I mean, at one point, with like 3 or 4 to go, you were in the lead. Be it only for a little bit. I mean, coming off of 2, Chad kind of got the lead back, but he like you were kind of just saying, he refused to go to that outside. He wasn't going to run the top like you guys were, and that just seemed like, I mean, if he could do it all over again, I bet you he'd go up there. He wouldn't make that mistake twice. It almost seemed like that's where you needed to be, and he was breathing some life into you guys. Did you think Sammy was going to steal that one at the end?
Yeah, I did. I didn't expect to get into the battle. Like, I didn't expect them. They kind of touched and that come out of 2, I believe it was 2. And I didn't know where to go. I didn't want to run into them, so I dove down to the bottom. I didn't expect to get into it as soon as I did. I was going to let them battle it out, throw a couple of sliders, and see if I could sneak and steal it away. But when they touched, I had to go down the bottom and then throw my own slider. Yeah, I felt like if he would have came up, I'd say 2 laps sooner in 3 and 4, I could have pushed him to the lead around the outside of Lackey. And then went and battle later on. I think I was wanting him to do that about 6, 7 to go. So we could have still had a battle going on, but that was a hell of a race. I can't take anything away from that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching it right now. Kind of, I promise I'm listening to you, but if I'm being honest, only half because I'm watching you guys 3 wide right now in slow motion. And oh my God, I mean, brother, this is some of the best racing ever. You know, you threw it up there real hard in 1 and 2, and obviously it's one of those where I don't know because I'm not in the car. I don't know what the racetrack was like, but when you were on the bottom, when you're crossing the line, or when you cross the line on the bottom 3 wide, if we could go back into 1 and 2 again, do you think maybe if you go in there and don't slide it up the racetrack and you keep it there in the middle or maybe even a little lower, you have a little more grip or you don't lose the momentum sliding up the racetrack? Maybe it goes a little differently for you. Maybe you steal the win.
If I could have had the car underneath me at that point, yeah. Because I threw it in there just because that's the only thing I had. Like I had nowhere else to go. It's like it's got to be a slider. I don't have the angle to make the corner on the bottom without pushing up into Lackey, so I had to clear them both. So I just wanted to make sure I cleared them. But if anything, if I'd had the car underneath me, I'd probably checked it up, stayed in the middle of the track, went all the way to the wall. I'd probably stayed right there in the middle to see if I can get some more grip underneath me.
Well, man, that was arguably the most exciting finish of the season. You guys absolutely saved the fireworks for the final 5 laps, and I loved every damn bit of it. Congratulations on the P3 finish, man. Who you want to thank?
Teammates at FDM, Swan Speed Shop, Super Performance, GripX.com, Dennett Dirt Car Series, Vortex Grabbers for Wraps, Express Insulation, Coast to Coast, and as always for you for broadcasting.
A hell of a job, man. P3, that's going to help you out in the points, man. You keep racking up those podiums, and it may come home with you. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the season. Go out there and get them next week.
Appreciate it, bud.
William Watson coming home P3, and now we get to the man who cracks that whip. And Sammy, you're the bridesmaid 2 races in a row, but out of 23 guys in this one, 27 in the last one, P2 2 times in a row. That's pretty damn good. And you barely missed out on the win on that one. That was one of the best races I've seen in quite some time, man. Talk to me about that finish.
Oh, yeah, just a couple laps ago, I probably seen Bart ripping the top in 3 and 4, and he was catching us, so I decided to try it, and I couldn't believe how quick of a run you could get off of it, so I just kind of stuck to it, and Chad kept giving me room, so I kept trying to stay in it as much as I could or whatever, but I had a feeling in 3 and 4 he was going to slide me, and so I just tried to cut down or whatever, but it wasn't enough. But overall, I mean, it was a pretty good, fun race, to be honest, so we really can't complain.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much played that out perfect because that's exactly what happened. I mean, it seemed like a couple times now. I don't really know because, you know, the iRacing, it's got that dumb lag where I kind of see a car in the wall where maybe they're not in the wall. But did you get in the wall with about 3 to go, and did that cost you a little bit of time through 1 and 2, or was that kind of just the lag playing tricks on me?
Be honest, I really can't remember, actually. I was so focused on trying to get to Chad. But I'm guessing I probably did. I mean, it's me. I always get into the wall once in a while, or more than once in a while. But yeah, I just was trying to focus and try to catch Chad or whatever. We ended up a little bit short, but it was a close finish. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Sam, and I don't mean to. Well, hopefully this doesn't sting because you know damn right you are 100 times the better driver than me. But when I do these broadcasts, and like I say, I don't mean anything assholish by this, but man, you seem to come home on the crappy end of the stick so many times of these close finishes, man. When are you due for one? You know, when are you gonna win the race by a fraction of a second, man? When is your time? When's the 007 gonna get a hit here?
I don't know. Maybe next week or whatever. Who knows? I mean, we'll have to see. I guess I don't know what Monday night looks like, but or Thursday or whatever. But I guess we'll just have to see and maybe put a little more practice in, because it seems like late race, it's just been kind of coming to me, And when I get on those heavy tracks or whatever, just not really my type of key, I guess you could say.
Well, I mean, when you threw that slide job and you kind of saw Williams stick his nose in there, I mean, did you know he was that close? Did you think it was going to be a 2-car race? And then all of a sudden, he swipes in there. Did you think he was going to steal it? Or what were you thinking at that moment when it turned into a 3-car battle?
Oh, I just knew I probably had to try to get past Chad as quick as possible, or else I was going to maybe end up giving it up to Bart or whatever. So that's when I tried a couple things or whatever, and then I guess you could say maybe tried his line and took it or whatever. But yeah, I was a little worried, I guess you could say, because he was coming.
Well, man, you brought home P2 by, inches. That was one of the closest finishes we've had this season. Almost got the W, but I think, like I said, you take the second here. I mean, any day of the week. That's a great run. Second and third for the team. Who you want to thank, Sammy?
The boys over at FTM, Dino over at Subaru Car Series, Expert Installation, Shaggy TV, Vertex Graphics, Coast Coast for putting this on, Bart and Chad for a good race, and yeah.
Well, hell of a job, man. I'm gonna go chill out for a little bit before this 360 National race with DOB. But are you gonna run the pro lates, or are you calling it quits for the night?
I'll probably calling her quits for the night.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on a good run, and hopefully I'm talking to you again Monday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bachman brings home P2, and now we get to bring up your winner, the 66 of Chad Lackey. Chad, I'll tell you what, man, I want to say at about lap 15 or so, I thought we were going to be doing this at the end of the 358 modified race. You were above and beyond. There aren't many times I say this, but if you go back and watch that broadcast, I said it during the race. The fastest car of that race finished 5th or wherever the hell you ended up finishing. I mean, you just didn't want to ride around in line. You kept making the move. And, that 358 race, it became so line dependent. And, you just didn't want to take your lumps. You were trying to make it work where you couldn't make it work at certain times. But this race, there at the end, you had the speed, I want to say, until about 5 to go. And you were playing defense. You weren't riding around up top. And all of a sudden, Bachman, man, he had the horses unhitched up top. But you found enough, man, to hold him off. And that was one of the best races I have ever seen. I mean, we got 3 wide across the line with 5 to go. How did you bring that one home, brother? That was a beaut to watch.
Oh yeah, man, that was a blast of a race tonight for sure. The 358s, I just had to talk with William about that little slider there. I just explained to him what my thought process was behind that, and I just know in 1 and 2 there you can get a nice run there off the top. So I didn't want to slide right to the top, because if I did that, I feel like it would have been right on his nose with the run he gets. So I kind of just backed out of it. Tried to give him the lane up the top, but his thought process was I was going to go right to the top, so he tried to cut down a little bit, and then that's when he got in the back of me. So then I felt bad, and that's why I kind of slowed down for him and gave him the swap back.
That's exactly what I said. I said exactly what you said when you go back and watch it, because I knew that you felt bad. You even, like I said, you left in the lane up top. You gave him the bottom, and it was one of those things where, that's not on William. It's just one of those racing things, but Chad, you Canadians are too damn nice. Any one of these Americans do that, I'm telling you, they keep that throttle pinned and they steal that win. But, man, this was I'm so glad, you steal this thing back. I mean, I'm watching right now. This is the perfect timing when you watch this interview. Bachman throws one up on you, and when you get shoved in the middle 3 wide, I mean, that's a slider, where I don't see him lifting to give it back to you. You're too damn nice, Chad. I'm glad you earned this one back.
Yeah, you race with respect. You try to get respect back. That's what makes clean racing. So yeah, with Sam Slider there, it was a little close, but I expected it. So I had my throttle out. as quick as I could. I gave him a little tap, but I didn't want to hit the brakes because if I hit the brakes there, I would have lost all my momentum, and then I would have got passed by William as well. So I definitely backed right out of it. Took my foot off the throttle, and as soon as he got by me, I hammered back onto it. But then William was right there too. So got swarmed there by the FTM. So I had to kick it into fourth gear, and we managed to pull off the win, Shaggy. So we couldn't be happier. The car was, it was fast all night. I wouldn't say it was the fastest in the feature. Like I said, William and Bachman were definitely a little bit quicker than me in the feature. So, like car was good tonight, 90% of the night, and we'll take this win here, and we're going into champion points tonight. I'm sure I'm not even really in the points run, but hopefully, next week we'll be back up here talking to you again.
Well, I mean, maybe the car wasn't the quickest in the feature, but I think that had a lot to do with the line, Chad. You're just kind of playing a little defensive there, rolling through the high center of the racetrack. But, I mean, one of the things that you just kind of kicked into my memory, you do not see this that often, a guy going out there, getting the pole, and then going from fourth to first in heat race number 1. How in the hell did you do that? Because, brother, you're not supposed to be able to do that. You're supposed to have to do what you did in the 358 race. After you get the pole, you got to get the muscles out. You got to earn some spots back in the feature. But, man, the way you sliced and diced through them there in the heat race, I mean, you kind of made, this big block race a little easier on yourself. How did you do that there in the heat?
I kind of got a little lucky there. I did it in qualifying. I'm like, well, I might as well pull it off in the heat race. And if I get the rim to do it, obviously I don't want to do it when everyone's close together. I'll just chop someone's nose doing that cut down. But once I got a little gap there, I definitely wanted to give it a try, and it worked out. So it worked out very well, I should say. All the guys there in Discord, they were kind of freaking out when I was doing it. I'm like, yeah, this is honestly the way big blocks should be driven in this game. Not this beating and banging off the wall, gaining an extra 10 horsepower coming out of the corner because your rear quarter panels push right in because of the wall. But that heat race is definitely the way big blocks should be driven with the cut down like that. So like I said, hopefully we're talking again next week, Shaggy. Coming into Wheatsport, I'm one of my more comfortable tracks. I like being right on the bottom there. So we'll see what we can do there.
Yeah, man. I mean, dang, like I say, it maybe didn't go your way there in the 358s, but you had a fast race car, and man, you're able to get it all back and then some here in the 358. So congratulations on a great run, man. Who you want to thank on the big win?
Well, of course, I got to start with you, Shaggy, for doing the broadcast and doing for what you do. Everyone at Coast to Coast and behind the scenes who put this lead together, Billings Motorsports, Yurishi Media, Vertex Graphics for the wrap, all the boys in Discord, Matt Shane, and even Trevor. He was in there giving me a little spot tonight. So a little team on team action there, team versus team, FTM. Trevor, gotta give a shout out to him for spotting. Just want to give a shout out to, I think it's is it Expert Installation for Big Blocks.
Yep.
Yeah, give a shout out to them. And want to say hey to everyone watching. Hope you enjoyed the race because I think we put on a hell of a show on for you guys tonight.
Yeah, man. 3 wide across the line with 4 or 5 to go. I would say so, brother. Congratulations on a hell of a win and championship next. Jesus God, championship week next week. Chad, put on a show again, man. We'll be rooting for you.
All right, thanks, Shaggy.
Chad Lackey, dude. What a win, man. That was well earned. Not very often we get such a good show here. I know Charlotte, it's a good racetrack, but not always the best racing. And tonight it gave us one of the best races of the season. You see that contact there on the slide job? See, Chad, he would have lifted. He would have said, I'm sorry. Those damn Canadians, they're so nice. He would have lifted out of it. He would have, made him a cup of hot chocolate, gave him the lead back. But damn, man, he just drives off, and we had a side-by-side finish for the lead. Unbelievable show. Chad Lackey gets the checkered flag here at the dirt track at Charlotte. My name's Zach Chapman with Shaggy TV. I'm going to say so long. Big thanks to Expert Insulation. Uncle Ron with Hawks Garage. Couldn't put on these broadcasts without our excellent sponsorship. We're going to roll the video, cut it off. I'm going over with Andrew Regal. We're going to do some DOB at, where are we? Why can't I think of it? The Knoxville Nationals. Let's do it. Have a good one.